Turn out the lights. This isn't safe listening. This is Scream Freaks, where horror classics bleed, modern nightmares get ripped apart, and no movie escapes judgment. I'm Fabulous B. No mercy, no filters, just horror.
So the other day I was actually driving by and I saw this dad and he was washing the car with his son. I think I heard the son say, Dad, next time can we use a sponge? Oh, hey everybody. This is Fabulous B with Scream Freaks. Tonight we have
Drew from Unholy Disciple.
and
Nikki from Unholy Disciple.
Nikki kind of just squeezed in here. He told me at the last minute that he was so I have to redo the graphics for this. But anyways, we're going to be reviewing the awesome movie My Bloody Valentine. Unfortunately, there was a snag.
You meant the old one, right?
No, I thought it was a 2009 one, right?
It was the Broadway show.
Days of Thunder. But anyways, so Drew watched the original one, the Canadian one, correct?
Oh, dude, oh my God. When you say Canadian, it's an understatement. So much sorry.
And I'm pretty sure that the blood was probably made out of maple syrup.
I hope so. Oh, man.
Strawberry maple syrup.
Oh, yeah.
Sold at IHOP. But I watched the Holy Living shit bag of 2009's My Bloody Valentine. It was a 3D version on Tubi for free. And I swear to God, dude, it was like some of the...
I kind of wish I saw it, because like I saw some of those 3D effects. I'm like, that's badass.
It was like they go running off the road at one point and like crash it, and this tree branch comes straight through the car, and then like in a 3D effect, it comes out the back, and it's supposed to like scare you because it's supposed to be 3D, and it's like whenever it's not in 3D, it looks like shit.
See, it's so weird because like when you watch the original Bloody Valentine, like it's actually a lot more subdued than probably most like exploitation, like old slasher movies, you know?
Okay.
Like, I think it's probably the most tame. I think I only saw maybe like a photo of a pair of tits in that whole movie, and I was like, wow, restraint.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
surprised.
Oh, dude, in the 2009 remake, dude, there's a full-on fucking porn scene, man.
Really?
Isn't 81 pretty early for slashers, though? Because, I mean, the first, it came from Halloween, but then the first Friday the 13th builded off of that. What was that, like 78, 79?
That was like the golden age right there, really,
Yeah.
and you could go back further to the 70s where you have like the Gallo films and stuff like that. But like I'm so surprised because like going into My Bloody Valentine, the original, I was expecting it to be super schlocky, especially from Canadians, knowing, I've seen The Pit, and then what was it? Not Black Christmas 2, I don't think it was. It was Garbage Day. What movie was?
Oh my gosh.
What movie was that?
Dude, it was like, oh God. Why am I drawing a blank now? Son of a bitch. Anyways, we'll have to come back to that one.
Right, but
we'll
those are, I believe that one's a Canadian film too, and they're just very schlocky.
Yeah.
You know, but like My Bloody Valentine, like the original, like so subdued. I was like, wow, I'm actually genuinely like, it's weird because I've seen these slasher films a million times before, a bunch of them, and usually the characters are so one note that you don't care.
Right.
But I don't know what it is about this cast. Something about this cast just struck me really weirdly, and especially like Hollis. Like, I don't know why Hollis, like this big, heavy set dude with just a amazing mustache. Like, what a sick mustache, Probably my favorite character out of the entire thing.
Looks like he belongs in the Sonic movie along the side of Jim Carrey.
I don't know about that. Mustache. Well, so much plaid you could tell, like, yeah, it's Canadian, all right. Yeah, I see you guys.
That's awesome, man. It's like, so in the 2009 remake, we got Jensen Ackles is one of the main characters. I mean, and the bad thing about it is, man, is like if you're watching the movie straight through and you forget that you're watching My Bloody Valentine, you think it's a fucking episode of Supernatural because he doesn't know how to play another character.
Yeah.
It's just Dean Winchester.
The funny thing is, I started watching the 2009 version too. I got about 20 minutes in. I texted Drew. I was like, why is Dean from Supernatural in this movie? And he's like, the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, wait, are you watching the remake?
Right?
I was like, well, yeah. And then I looked at I was like, oh shit. And so I'm thinking that I'm the incorrect one. And I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just put this down. I should have kept on watching because then you and me could have shot the shit about it.
Then I would have been, you would have just taken my seat.
Yeah,
I would just
I'd
been
be
like,
like,
you just do it, Nikki.
But I mean, no, I mean, it was okay for like a slasher movie, but it's like, I mean, some of the kill scenes were like so unnecessary. I mean, there's like
the pickaxe with the eyeball. That was like the first one, and I was like, okay, all right, we're trying. we're off to an okay start.
Or at the very, very beginning in the hospital where everybody on the first floor is dead. It is like
really,
yeah, like people like are cut in half.
It's that big of a kill count in the beginning.
Well, like in the very opening scene.
That's the thing is like you see the nurse girl and she notices the patient's gone. Patient's not supposed to be gone, right? So she starts kind of. It's almost a little bit like Silence of the Lambsy. That's kind of what it reminded me of like. We're in this place and they're loose. You know what I mean? She walks past this room and the dude's in the dark and he gets up and he just walks forward. Next thing you know, it cuts and everybody on the floor is brutally murdered.
That's crazy.
Doesn't really say anything about it. It doesn't really show how it was done or it just everybody's cut in half. Their hearts are missing. All that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it was like so crazy, and it's like there were dead patients that were like cut in half and on the hospital beds and stuff, and I'm like. These people were probably in comas. They weren't even going to try to run from you, dude.
They couldn't. That's so crazy. Because, like, when I watched The Bloody Valentine, the original, you know, it's like, it's kind of weird. It's because you expect a slasher to just be a slasher movie.
Right.
But I don't know what it is. There's, like, a certain turning point in the movie where you're kind of like, wait a minute. Maybe the guy who was originally in the hospital isn't really the killer? Well, it could possibly be someone else.
That translates over into the new one too.
Right.
Because like you at one point you're sympathetic to Jensen Ackles and you think that, oh God, it was his best friend who's now the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who is the killer. And you're like, you know, questioning everything. And it's like, who did it, and it comes down to like the last couple scenes of who you find out who did it.
Well, right, and there's that couples aspect too, and usually in the slashers it like goes one of two ways: either they're both the victims, or like the boyfriend is like secretly the killer, or sometimes the girlfriend. Right. You know what I mean? Right. But like they pretty much started off with that. You're like, all right, there's the boyfriend and the girlfriend. They're gonna do some stupid shit, get killed or whatever it is. Right. And it's like, oh.
But you know what? Like the original actually, it kind of got me a little bit. Because, like, I was like, oh, yeah, both of them are going down to go save them. I was like, so it's just a regular slasher movie, right? It's the Ghost Walker route or something like that, you know? But then, like, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? And I'm kind of upset about the ending a little bit. Like, the twist ending could have been a little bit better if you just changed one thing with the character.
Right.
And it was like, I was like, oh, man, wouldn't it be crazy if TJ... Because you remember, he was gone for so long.
Right.
You know, and then he comes back, and I'm like, wait a minute. What exactly happened? And now he was working in the mines before? I'm like, what are the odds it's him?
Right.
And I'm kind of upset. It wasn't TJ. I'm kind of upset about that. I was like, that would have been amazing.
More interesting plot twist as far as...
Absolutely. Especially since there are... When you really think about it, there's a lot of scenes where you don't see TJ and, what was his name? Harry, the killer. Yeah. You don't see him in the same spot.
Right.
But then I also had to think about it. I'm like, it'd be kind of pretty goofy if he went to go change his costume just to come back and put a man's head into a hot dog water, you know?
Well, it kind of plays into that idea of, like, the less you see it, the more, you know, it starts to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the ending of the remake, because, you know, TJ being Harry's son, right? Or was it?
It was Axel.
Axel was supposed to be his son?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Axel was the son of the dad who was killed on the first Valentine's Day massacre or murder or whatever.
Right. And I think TJ was the son of Harry, I think it was.
Which I don't think that was in the original movie. I think that's...
Okay, because that's the way that it ended in the 2009 version.
Oh, okay, well that's...
Right.
I'm not going to lie, it's kind of cool then.
Yeah. So it's like, Jensen Ackles at the, spoiler alerts, fuck you for not watching the movie anyway, so I don't give a fuck if
How many years old is it?
Right, exactly. It's 2009. Yeah, if you haven't watched it since 2009, it's almost 20 years old. Fuck you. Spoilers. Well,
damn, Brad, my bad.
I was gonna say my bad. I should have said that earlier. Well,
so, anyways, Jensen Ackles, he, starts hallucinating. So his ex-girlfriend, is now married to the cop. She's got the gun pointed at both of them, and the husband is like, "Shoot us both. I don't care." And so Jensen Ackles is like, "Oh, Harry's right behind you. And the cop shines the flashlight and there's nothing, but Jensen Ackles is seeing him.
Yeah.
He walks right through the girl, and then he realizes, oh, I was seeing things, and he was actually the murderer. So yeah. So it starts playing things in his head where he would snap out of his psychotic rage where he was killing people, and then he was just like, oh my god, these people are dead, and he just found the murder scene, and it's like
It's interesting. There's another movie that kind of has that. I don't remember what it's called. It's a few years ago, but it was like a girl and her stepmom or something like that, sister. I don't know what it's called, but it did that same kind of concept where there was a murder spree going on and she's hallucinating everything, thinking it's this other girl, and then right at the end, she's like, wait, what? It's me.
I have blood on my hands.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, so the acting in the movie, I think, is horrible. It was just the classic.
Something about that 2000s era. Right. There's some acting that just doesn't age very good.
It's like the girl's running, and all of a sudden she trips over absolutely nothing, and it's like, but. I mean, even the love interest in this movie, Harry, quote unquote Harry, is chasing her through the supermarket where she works. And there's this one scene where she's running away from him. She trips over absolutely nothing in the aisle, bumps into the frozen food cooler, and you hear her go, oof. And I'm like, really? You couldn't edit that out?
You let the outtake in,
right?
And then you hear, "Oh fuck, sorry guys."
That's so crazy hearing that, because like I said, the old movie, it has a really homely feel. It's very subdued, and the characters are goofy, but they're not ridiculous.
Okay.
And they feel a lot more grounded. I would even dare say even down to the kills. The kills are very much grounded.
Okay.
Aside from the fact that they're funny thing, so there's 9 minutes cut from the original film.
Okay.
Because when it originally came out, it was deemed too violent, at that point. But if you watch a newer version of it, there's a DVD version of it. It has 3 minutes restored. It's not a whole lot of time.
Okay.
But it does bring back one of the best kills, which is I think her name was Maureen. And she is an old lady who gets thrown into a drying machine. Set on high.
Yep. So they did the same thing, but it was the husband and wife, the sheriff and his the main love interest. It was their housekeeper that was watching their son that got murdered and thrown into the dryer.
Oh.
But the funny thing about it is, whenever she was they found her in the dryer, she was melted like a gremlin. Like her eyeball was popping out. They threw a wax sculpture in there, and it was just flopping around and stuff.
Around a little bit.
Yeah. It didn't even look real. I mean, it was it was kind of pathetic looking.
This one looked good. It did look oh yeah, I could see. You probably put boiling hot water on an old lady. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it wasn't even an old lady. It was like a Spanish lady, you know,
Oh.
like their housekeeper.
Yeah. Well, the original was an older lady. It was the lady putting on the dance. Oh, that's another thing we have to talk about. They're trying. The officers are trying their hardest. They're like, they keep getting these messages from Harry that says, "Do not have this dance, or I will kill again."
Nice.
And after like 3 murders,
Like, we're gonna have the dance.
so surprisingly, the smartest officers in any horror movie I've ever seen, where they're like, you know what? It's been 3 kills. Yeah, I think we better pull the plug on this party. But then the kids are like,
But we didn't want to do it, Dad.
but we want to do it. We're gonna do it at the mine. Oh yeah. In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, deep, dark, dingy party in the mine. That sounds dope,
I mean,
man.
that does sound like some shit
That's
some
what-
teenagers would do, though, for real.
That you're like, after the hospital scene, that's what happened. These kids went to this mine to have this little dance
Yeah,
thing.
this stupid party.
Yeah, the stupid fucking party. That happened in the remake. So it was just like, they took all of the bad ideas from the original, put them in the new one, and then gave some really stupid, for no reason, like over the top kills. Like, you know, the pickaxe, you know, the one guy, and they're trying, like, Harry's like trying to push his head down on the spike, and like the last thing he says was like, "Oh crap!" And then you see the spike coming through his
In
his
3D.
head. Right, exactly.
That's exactly what I would say. Oh, crap. Yeah.
You know, and then there was another guy. You know, he turned around and he got a spike right through the bottom jaw. You know, and it was like some of the stuff was like over the top, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
said, with the spike. You know, popping the eyeball out in one of the first. But I mean, it almost sounds like, you know, the original and the remake were kind of almost like a continuation almost.
Probably to answer some more questions.
From a lot of what I hear, because obviously y'all both have like fuller perspectives, even though they're kind of opposite, it seems like they took a lot of the, not all of them, but a lot of the bad ideas and bad aspects and almost focused on them more, if that makes sense. Maybe.
I think it was more of the idea of making it more Hollywood, because you gotta remember.
Bad ideas.
At that time, 3D was the thing. I think Friday the 13th, not 3D, but the remake. I think it was in 3D,
Something
in
like
IMAX. And then they also had Saw 3D and all that. It was in that mid 2000s era where a lot of those were coming out, and they're like, we got an IP we're just sitting on, so let's make it 3D.
Well, it's like people don't dislike over the top violence and kills. Like a lot of people really do like that, but they.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. That looks
they
badass.
But they don't like when it looks stupid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like at least make it somewhat believable. I feel like most people.
Oh
don't
no,
realize.
dude! The schlockier the better for me. Like I tell you what,
Well, you're stupid.
I would have loved to have watched that movie just to see, because I watched Friday the 13th 3D, and that's my favorite, because it's just, wow, it's like he's passing the doobie right to me, you know? Like it's cool, it's cheesy, but I love
You
it.
don't even smoke.
I don't even smoke, man.
You know, and if you think about it, in the early 2000s, you know, there was a lot of TVs being sold that were 3D TVs.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were like, "Oh, we're going to go ahead and, you know, capitalize on this," and the 3D market just like fell through. You know, no more 3D TVs, because, you know, nobody wants to wear those clunky headsets to watch a fucking movie. You know?
Yeah, and then you gotta reset your computer just to get back to normal.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. So I mean, for the most part, I mean, the movie it fit, or it checked all the boxes, you know, as being a horror movie, you know, overly gory. The last couple movies that we reviewed were more psychological thrillers, or just, I mean, even Winnie the Pooh was just kind of, but I don't know if the episode just came out this morning on February 7th for Silver Bullet, you know, and Silver Bullet, dude, I mean, it's in the 80s, was just gaudy. Like like watching it as a kid, I was so fucking scared of it, and then watching it as an adult, I was laughing my fucking ass off.
Funny
because,
how that works, right?
yeah, exactly. I mean, I saw like there was a scene. If you catch the mirror in the background, you can actually see the whole production crew.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, I was looking for shit like that for, My Bloody Valentine, the remake and stuff, but, with it being 3D and the over editing and the over graphics and stuff like
They did a pretty good job
that.
of covering it up.
Yeah, they did a good job. I didn't see very many, the only thing that I saw, like I said, was the oof and the, and it was like some more audio shit that
It was a Minecraft oof.
right?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it's like there was a lot of, there was some redeeming, stuff for this movie, but dude, I definitely have to see the original, man.
See, now I gotta watch the new one because I'm like, it sounds pretty like sounds like it's up my alley, but like I was surprised with the old one. I was like, wow, it is very subdued for a slasher typically.
And and I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. This one was totally on me with the disconnect because it was like I think you and I actually discussed watching the old one.
Yeah.
And then I go ahead and I fucking watch the new one, and I'm like, in my head as I was doing it, I was dealing with some other stuff here in the house, and I was like, okay, well, maybe 2009 is the original, and I'm like, they had a 2020 remake or something. That's where I was going in my head.
Oh, 1981, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, fuck.
But hey, you killed two birds with one stone,
I
right?
did.
So
exactly, So I mean, at least we were able to give some contrast to the movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming all the way up here. I mean, you guys are what, down in Melbourne or?
It's not that far. When you said Titusville, I was like, oh, it's like an hour away. I'm like, oh, it's really not that
really
far.
About 30 minutes from my place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm right by the King Center.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not bad at all.
Right by Nora's place.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually, whenever I drive Uber and stuff, sometimes I get down in that area. So it's like, matter of fact, I dropped somebody off in that same apartment complex where Nora,
Yeah.
where I used to pick you up.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming all the way up here. I mean, I'm having so much fun doing the Scream Freaks thing, and to have you guys on board and like a part of it, it's an honor to me to have you guys here. So
it's a pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah. So I mean, and in the future, I think we have another one coming up soon, don't we?
Mother's Day.
Right?
Mother's Day. That's right.
Which I need to put this earworm in you now. You need to watch The Baby.
The Baby. Okay.
The Baby.
The Baby.
Do y'all already have a plan for Mother's Day? Like
Mother's Day.
A movie?
Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
The movie Mother's Day.
So it's
the 1967 version, the 2003 version, the 20.
There's only one version, buddy. Don't worry about
it. Now, I mean, I watched the movie Rosemary's Baby. That was a fucked up movie.
I love that movie.
That was a good movie. That was definitely a good movie.
That was like one of my. It's a slow burn though.
Yes, it is.
But it is my top.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and there's also the movie Flowers in the Attic. That was a pretty fucked up movie. And I mean, it was more of a psychological thriller because the mom locked the kids in the attic for years to the point where they wound up procreating with each other.
Oh,
yeah, that was
yoinks.
Yeah, brother and sister, and that's all they had was each other. So it goes through the whole entire span of them, being brother and sister and being locked in the attic.
That's why you gotta watch The Baby. The Baby, it's about a grown man named Baby.
Oh,
you know what? I think I know what you're talking. I've never seen it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Mother and sisters watch over him, and I'm not gonna say anything else about it because it's a psychological thriller. It is so good. It's so goofy. It's so good.
I've seen people talk about it. I think of that movie that you're talking about, and it was just weird, is what it is from what I've heard.
I love it.
There was a visual, like if you the movie 13 Ghosts was they had the dude that was like one of the ghosts was basically like a big baby, and his mom was feeding him. He had a bib on, and he was like this huge, I'm like, that's what I'm,
similar.
So then I'm probably thinking of one of those two. Then honestly, if
possible,
what it is,
yeah. I mean, 13 Ghosts is one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah.
And in my top 5 of all time is Event Horizon. Event Horizon was such a badass movie in my book because nobody had a sci-fi movie in space that other than Alien, you know.
Yeah.
That's like I love Alien.
So it's like, but it was like there was a gate to hell in space on this fucking ship.
I've been meaning to watch Event Horizon too, dude, because like I've heard so much about it, and I really want to go through.
Just speedrun and watch the Doom with The Rock in it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
You don't. Oh, it's bad.
It was horrible, dude. I mean, anything after like Resident Evil 2, the movies, all of those
Milla
movies suck.
Jovovich.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the game. I'm like, man, I'm playing Code Veronica X right now.
Oh, the movies.
The games were good.
Oh yeah.
The first movie and the second movie was okay. The first movie was good.
Really?
You had a lot of jump scares and stuff like that. And
Maybe I'm
like,
thinking of Silent Hill then, because I thought I heard it was just terrible.
But hey, you know what? Those layers Resident Evil movies. Guess what? They're in the mid 2000s, just like My Bloody Valentine.
Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, dude, we've got so many movies that are on the list. I actually have 3 seasons planned for Scream Freaks, and I have 25 movies for each season. So I have to review 75 motherfucking movies. I've got the movie Jinn on the list with the genie. Wishmaster movies.
Oh, yeah.
The Wishmaster movies were great.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, man, let's get some AI to tell you about it.
Hey now.
Summarize.
Hey, ChatGPT. What happened to that guy?
But yeah, and I've got themed movies too. So it was like Mother's Day on Mother's Day.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then
My
I've
Bloody
got,
Valentine for Valentine's Day.
exactly. So I mean, this one is
Nightmare
airing.
Before Christmas on Halloween.
Oh, no, that was Crumb. Actually, the whole week is Silent Night, Deadly Night is one of them.
That's the movie I was.
Okay.
Garbage Day. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know if that one's in Canada, but.
And then Krampus is another one.
Yeah.
So yeah, gotta have a lot of good ones for Christmas. Then we got Thanksgiving Day for Thanksgiving.
You're not gonna watch Thanksgiving?
Nah, gonna go to Thanksgiving Day. Or it was actually Thanksgiving. Just Thanksgiving. Anyways, but there was, and the funny thing about it is I'm not going to do any themed for Halloween because Halloween's its own shit. So,
Yeah.
Well, so it's kind of like, what's the Halloween movie? Halloween. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
I actually just watched that recently, too.
Trick or treat. Yeah, you can only go so far.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, define horror movies that are Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trick or treat was another one of them.
Wasn't that like a straight ripoff of Halloween? Like, kind of, sort of?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I've never
It's
seen
an
it.
anthology film, dude.
Yeah.
The what?
It's an anthology film.
Never seen it.
I to tell you the truth, if I did a Halloween movie for Halloween, it's going to be Seasons of the Witch, the second one. So,
Anthology movie.
yeah.
Which is so weird because like people are just I think are now more getting an appreciation for that movie for what it
yeah.
is, which is awesome. I'm like hell yeah.
About time.
Oh yeah. When they were trying to kill off Michael Myers for good, but then they kept bringing it back, so they're like, it's our money maker, dude.
Right.
Gotta bring it back.
No, I mean, my oldest son, he's actually wanting to be part of it. So he's going to be doing an episode with me for Friday the 13th because he's a huge Jason Voorhees fan. And then my 14-year-old, you guys just met, he just watched the movie Him with me, which was Key and Peele, Jordan Peele's movie.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's a football related horror movie.
Okay.
The movie's fucking fantastic.
See, I've been telling him about Jordan, and he's seen a few of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not really the most craziest about him, but I've been telling him about Nope. Like, dude, go see Nope because Nope
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's Nope, there's Him, there's Us, there's Them. It's like
I've only seen Nope personally, but
so you got a bunch of different Jordan Peele movies, and you would think that it was all comedy based. Dude, this guy's got a fucked up mentality. Like the way that he does his horror movies and is like you've got all the slashers and all the psychological thrillers over here, and then you've got Jordan Peele movies over here.
It's like so down to earth, but not at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, especially Nope, because you got, like, you know, the farm life, you know, whatever, the brother and sister.
It's so
and they're
unnerving.
They're just chill. But yeah, dude, I was telling him recently because I was trying to convince him to watch Nope, at least give that one a chance, because that's the one that I've seen. Because he's like, you know, he likes the slow burn stuff, not the freaking, you know, gimmicky shit, basically.
I'm so bad when it comes to watching newer horror movies because I love like if you watch a trashy bad movie, right? I feel like it's a lot better than watching a mediocre movie, and I feel like when I watch newer movies, I'm like, it was all right.
But him saying the slow burn stuff, I was like, man, the first thing that came to my mind was the very first sighting,
no.
and you know what I'm talking about too,
Yeah.
because dude's just sitting there doing his work on the farm or whatever. No, like there's no nothing. You haven't had any hint of anything being even weird yet, right? Doing his thing, turns around. What the fuck was that? Because there's like a 0.2 seconds where you just see a big ass ship going over this fucking mountain and it's gone.
Blink
and he's
you
just,
miss it.
huh?
Blink and you
No,
miss
dude,
it.
for real. And he stops and he's like, what the fuck? And even in the theater, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because you could really easily just put yourself in that situation and be like, if you were out in the middle of fucking nowhere in a canyon.
Yeah.
On a farm, completely by yourself, and then you see that shit, like, yeah, I think that would stop just about anybody. It's a fucking good movie, dude.
Yeah, and my 14-year-old being so heavily involved in football and stuff, he wanted to watch this movie, because it's about becoming the next greatest quarterback in the NFL, and it's like he goes and trains with the greatest quarterback in the NFL, and like all of this fucking shit just starts happening, and it was like, oh fuck. Oh goddamn! And it is kind of a slow burn. Like it gets up to that point, and you're not expecting. Like I'm here. I am recording and shit, and I'm gonna fucking ruin my kids' episode. It's like, oh, we already heard this on the Drew's episode. Yeah, fuck that shit. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and digress. But anyways, we're at 30 minutes right now, which is probably the longest episode that I've had to date. But yeah, going back to My Bloody Valentine, thank you guys so much for being part of this and, and us, doing contrasting movies and stuff. That was actually pretty funny and pretty cool in the same sense.
Gives a much broader perspective in those events where it's applicable.
Worked out a lot better than we thought it would. Quick thinking.
What'd you think about that part? I didn't see that part.
And just real quick, just in case everybody's listening to this and still doesn't understand what the fuck the movie is about, let me go ahead and give it a real quick rundown of 30 seconds. Okay, so you got a mine fire that pretty much kills this one guy, Harry. Harry essentially comes back from the dead to kill multiple people in this city. And whenever you see all these people dying in the original one and in the new one, it turns out to be, one of the people that was in the mine with him, essentially. In the new one, it was his son. In the old one, it was not his son. I guess
it was Axel, who was the son of the father who was first killed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, and, at the end of the movie, obviously, it goes into it where it sets it up for a second movie, which it didn't really need a second movie. But anyways, it basically is your classic formula for slasher films. But it revolves around a little town called Harmony. And all around a coal mining community, but anyways, then once again, guys, thanks again. This has been Scream Freaks, and we will see you on the next episode.